if every 200 or 300 years. Maybe not even that long. I get the feeling the last one was 1812. Every time there's a reset about to happen, they have to kill off a lot of people. And then what they do is they gather them all and they throw them down into a pit, the pit. Hell, right? The base of these mountains that seem to be all tunneled. There's a collective tunneling around the world which goes off into the inner part of the earth, the inner earth, to feed these fallen angels, these Nephilim, who live underground. And that's what these leaders do. That's their job. Their job is to keep feeding the people underground. It's a little bit like the Molochs and the Eloi in the H.G. Wells story, The Time Machine. It's very much starting to look like that, and I'll tell you why. Because when I was listening to Justin Fall and his channel, I started to get this very, very strange feeling that this is something that just totally happens again and again. It's called Journey into the Hollow Earth. And it's all about the hidden subterranean passages, channels, underground, and all of these sacrifices that used to happen at the mouths of these caves, at the mouths of these pits. And it was sort of their way to appease these giants, because they're there, they live here, right? And for them to stay the hell down there, and for the leaders to continue to, they have a pact, there's a covenant for the leaders to continue to have their rulership over the earth. There's a pact, there's a covenant. And I'm definitely getting that that's one of the things that seems to be happening. And it seems to be happening again and again. This is one of those, every time there's or just about to be a reset, that's what they do. Right? Wars are too expensive. They can't afford to keep destroying things. But they need the bodies, they need the numbers of people. And which better way to do it than to actually, through a pestilence, get rid of many, many people on this earth. And for them, it works. It's another thing that's fulfilling their agenda, which is to keep the population down. They're managing the population. This is their sacrificial gifting to Baal, Baphomet, Beelzebub, all of these Molochian, destructive, demonic beings. And it keeps those who are in power, gives them a seat at the table. So this is starting to sort of really feel like this is what's happening. Now, I've been aware of this for a very long time, but I never really, it wasn't forefront. It wasn't like something that you mentally know for sure. But now that I'm really listening very carefully to what a lot of these people are talking about, and in terms of they bring up scripture, like a lot of scriptural references, you start to go, this is actually what is really seems to be really, really happening, and has been since the beginning of time. Worth looking into. It's disturbing, but at the same time makes a lot of sense.